Hello, brothers, good men. Let's talk about our internal clock and our surroundings. I've had a roommate going on 2 years. I've known him just about 40 years, most of my life, and most of his, or just about the majority of his. We knew each other as kids. He come up here from the same place I lived a long time. It's a city, but not a city. We lived out in the country, but the city was mere minutes away. All kinds of stuff going on down there and around there. You go 30 minutes, you're in a even bigger city, and you go 30 minutes the other way, even bigger city, and just all kinds of commotion. When he first come up here, he was kind of struggling with how boring this place really is, cause his internal clock was like a fan on super high, just spinning. That's what he's used to. I told him, I was like, it's going to take you some time, but if you give it that time, your internal clock will slow down, because we're a lot slower up here. Our internal clock doesn't move near as fast. Matter of fact, it's pretty slow. There ain't a bunch of different distractions up here where I live to get you sidetracked. Where I live in the old Appalachian Mountains, there's a lot of stuff to do, and it's free. There ain't clubs, bars, comedy clubs, things of this nature. But we have a lot of nature up here. We have trails. We have, really cool things that you can just go enjoy for nothing. I mean, to go to the national parks costs you $3 a year. That's all it costs. You have to get a national park uses stamp. That's what it is. That's why I was struggling to say uses. Use edge. Front teeth again. Hard to pronounce some words. But anywho, little town, I call it village because there's a little over 400 people in it. Don't have a stoplight, don't have a police station, none of that. And you can make it from one end to the other on Main Street in 3 or 4 minutes if you don't get behind anybody. We have a library, post office, got a little tiny bank, got 2 restaurants, got a couple of grills, and that's it. Got a dollar store, of course. Now, I told him, I was like, your internal clock is spinning 20 times faster than what this life is. Now I was like, when I go down there now, my clock is spinning 20 times slower than what it is down there. On the vast part, people up here is real laid back, chilled out, even though we got, a bunch of dope fiends, but that's everywhere. And you can see these fuckers. No matter where you go, you can spot them out, see exactly who they are, how they act. And the ones that aren't, you can see that too. Up here, the old saying, we take time to smell the roses. Down there, they just trample them because they're so busy. I'm sure a lot of you good men and brothers are in the same boat. Go, 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 do, 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 do. And that's fine, and I understand that. But a man's got to take time, step back, and smell the roses. See the trees. Or no, see the forest in spite of the trees. See the beauty of where you're at, even in a concrete jungle. Now, the ones in the concrete jungle ain't never gonna get a breath of fresh air there, but maybe you got a big old park and everything, and you can. I see all kinds of critters up here. Just, in my goings on. I've seen bears, bobcats. They say there's no mountain lions, but I assure you they are. Possums, beavers, otters, raccoons, all kinds of birds, and different things. Deer, turkey. And I'm glad that I live in a slower life. We're in a concrete jungle. It takes hundreds of dollars every day to make just to survive. Here, don't take much for me. Got a very simple life. I go get firewood. I split firewood. I burn firewood. And that's my heat. I don't have a bunch of fancy modern shit in my house. Power bills lower than anybody I pretty much know, except for some older people, older than me, that don't even have what I have. I have a radio. I have a little TV. Now my roommate, of course, he's got Wi-Fi and big old fancy TV and shit, and he pays half my power bill. That's his rent. Buys his food because he's my friend. He helps me. When you slow your life down, you can honestly see what life's about. And life ain't about this modern shit. All this modern shit's fake. Meant to distract you and lessen your grip on reality. That's the way I see it anyway. But who the hell am I? I'm just a stupid ass mountain man with a high school education. But that's the way I see it. If you are in the concrete jungle, try to go out and be in nature. Enjoy the sounds of the crickets and the grasshoppers and katydids and the bugs and the critters. Or just sit by a river, nobody around, no humans, and listen to how the water sounds. Science says that does more for your well-being mentally and physically than you could ever know. So good men, brothers, think about your internal clock, how fast it's spinning. And if it's spinning so fast that you trample the roses instead of stopping and smelling one every now and again, maybe consider slowing your internal clock down. For the most valuable thing you have in your life is time. In reality, money isn't very valuable after all.